Hello guys, welcome to my channel Developer Singh, and I am just Crunch Singh. In today's video, we will cover the part 2 of Basics of Dart Programming Language. But before starting, if you haven't subscribed to my channel, please subscribe it and press bell icon to get notified for latest updates. In this video, we will cover classes and objects. If you have not watched part 1 of the Dart basics, then please watch it. As Dart is an object-oriented language, it has the features of classes and objects. So what is a class? A class is a user-defined data type which holds its own data members and member functions, which can be accessed by creating objects of a class. So, let us see how can a class be created. So for an example, we may consider a class named microphone. So we use the keyword class to create a class, and its name will be microphone. Now we can have instance variables like a mic has name, model and color. So name will be in string, color will be in string, and our model will be in int. So in this way you can create a class. Now to access these instance variables, you have to create an object of the class. So an object of the class can be created in this way. Let us create an object mic. So we will use new keyword to create an object and the name of the class whose object is to be created. So in this way, an object of microphone is created named mic. Now you can print mic and see what happens. Now if we run this program, we will see that it says instance of microphone, as mic is an object of microphone. Now you can access the instance variables of the class by using the dot operator, like mic dot name is equal to, you have to pass a string. So I will pass blue yeti as the name of my mic, and color is golden. We can also give the model mic dot model, and the model is equal to 1 2 3 4. Now if you print mic dot name, let's see what happens. Mic dot name. Let us run this, and here it says blue yeti. Now what you can do is you can also initialize the instance variables at the time you define the class. So what you could have done is define the color right here as golden, and now even if you comment this out and print color, you will see that it shows golden. Here it is. So in this way you can make a class with instance variables. Now a class can also have methods. So how can methods be added? So what all method can a microphone have? It can be turned on, it can be turned off. So let us make a turn on method. So as you can see that these methods look similar to the functions we discussed in the previous video. So what this function do is it does nothing but prints that $name is turned on. If you haven't watched the previous video, then please watch it, because all the basic concepts which we are using here are from the previous video. So we will also make void turn off. It will do nothing but just print that the mic is turned off. Print dollar my name, the name of the mic which is turned off. Now if you run this program, you will just see nothing because we haven't used this anywhere. So what we will do is we will just call mic.turn on and mic.turn off. So let us see. So here it prints that Blue Yeti is turned on, and when we use mic.turn on and when we use mic.turn off, it shows that Blue Yeti is turned off. So you can make a number of objects of these microphone, like where mic2 is equal to new microphone. You can make as many objects as you want and use them. So now we will learn something about a special function or a special method called constructor. Constructors are generally of same name as that of the class and are used to initialize the instance variables of a class. So how to work with constructors? So let us make one. Microphone, the name of the class, and the arguments will be string n for name, string c for color, and int m for model. Now as I've told you that the microphone is used to initialize the instance variable, so we will do name is equal to n, color is equal to c, and model is equal to m. Now so as you have made a constructor with arguments, so whenever you will create an object, you will need to pass the arguments in here. You have to pass the name, color, and model to create an object of microphone. So what you can do is, right here you can pass the name Blue Yeti. Of course you can change it later, but during the creation of the object you will have to pass it now. Color will be our golden as we had done earlier, and the number will be 1 2 3 4. And now what you can do is you can just comment these initialization lines and it will work fine because we are using the constructor which is initializing it. So before running this program, I want you to learn one more thing, that we can also have named constructor. Like I want my constructor to be named Initialize, and I would like to call Initialize function as a constructor. So what you can do is you can just make a named constructor like this: microphone.initialize. What we'll do, string n, string c, and int m. As you can see that it will be almost similar to the constructor we defined earlier. The only difference is that it has a name Initialize given to it. Color is equal to c and model is equal to m. And during the construction of the second one, the mic2, we will use this named constructor. So microphone.initialize, we will name it whatever you want, like jet. We will have its color as silver and model number as 5678. So now when we will play with this, so mic 1 is turned on, then mic 2 dot turn on will be called, then mic 2 will be turned off, and then mic first will be turned off. So let us see what happens. So here it is, blue Yeti is turned on, jet is turned on, jet is turned off. As you can see that the name is initialized with the value we passed in the constructor. And you can also see that the class is like a blueprint. You can make n number of objects from a class having different properties. So this was about class. You can also create getters and setters in a class. So how to create a getter? A getter is used to get a value from the class. Like you have the variables like name, color, etc., and you want to get the name of the mic we are using. So what you will do is you will just write the data type of the variable you want. You will write the get keyword and name this process like get name, and this will return the name of the mic. So this is how you make the getters. Now for setters, what you will do is you will use the keyword set, name the process set name. So here you are setting the value of the instance variable. So you will require a string value and you will set name is equal to value. Now you have made getters and setters. Now how to use it? It is very simple. What we will do is we will change the name of the mic Blue Yeti to something else. So first we will print the name of the mic, print dollar mic dot name, get name. We will use get name here. Let's see what happens. And we can also set it like mic dot set name. We will set it to other mic. Now let's see what happens when we run this program. So here you can see that this mic.getName returns that this object has the name Blue Yeti. Now we change its name from Blue Yeti to other mic, and it prints that other mic is turned on when mic.turnOn is called, and it prints that other mic is turned off when mic.turnoff is called. So these were getters and setters. Now there are various concepts like inheritance in the classes and objects. So inheritance is that when one class inherits from the another main class, like we have two classes, a class named parent, class parent having some properties, instance variables and methods, and a class child having some instance variable and methods, where the class child inherits from the class parent. And so what does it mean is that child can have its own property, but it also has all the properties which class parent has. So the inheritance can be done with the help of the keyword extends. So multiple inheritance is not possible in Dart. For multiple inheritance we use the interfaces. So it can be implemented using interfaces, and instead of extends, in that case we use implements. So let us learn this with the help of an example. Here we have a class microphone. Now we will create a class speaker. which will extend microphone so we have two classes, speaker extends microphone. So as you can see, we can have here like what we say, string volume, or it better be int volume. So we have int volume. Now in this class, when we are making a constructor, as it extends from the microphone, which also has the constructor, we need to pass values to the microphone object also, microphone constructor also. So how to do that? So what we will do is that we will make a constructor speaker. This constructor will pass value to the microphone constructor and also take value for this. So like int volume, it will also take string name, string color, and int model. So we have created a constructor which takes in values for volume, which is a instance variable of class speaker, and name, color, and model, which are the instance variable of the speaker's parent class, which is microphone. So now we need to do is we have to pass the values name, color, and model to the constructor of the base class. So how to do that is simple. We'll just say super name, color, and model. So this is done. So this is how you make a constructor for the base class, for the child class, which inherits from another base class. So here one more interesting thing is super keyword. This super keyword is used to access the variables of the base class. Now if you want to access the variable of the child class, let us consider an example where the child class and the base class have this variable, same variable, like the base class also has a variable name and the child class also has a variable name. Now if you use the object of the and call the dot name, then the compiler will get confused so as to which one to use. So this, if you use this keyword, it will take the name of the child class. If you use the super keyword, it will take the name of the super class. Now how to create the object of the speaker? It is simple. We will create var speaker is equal to new speaker. It will be confusing. Let us just make it var speak is equal to new speaker. Here we will pass volume 98 and here we will write speaker. Its color will be given as black and model will be 9999. So now see carefully. We can use the speaker object and use all the properties which were there in the microphone, like we can turn it on. We can call speaker.turn-on. Here it shows that speaker is turned on. So this was about inheritance. And so inheritance is used because if you want to use a piece of code again and again, then rather than using like Rather than writing the same code again and again, you can reuse it with the help of inheritance. So this was inheritance. Now we should learn some of the things which we left in the previous video, like collections. So collections can be of two types: list and map. List is like analogous to array and map is like key value pair. So list is our analogous to array, which means that the persons familiar with C, C++ will know that an array is a collection of similar data types. So similarly in Dart, a list is a collection of similar data types. Like you can make a list where list is equal to, it is always put under the square brackets and the variables are and the values are separated with commas. So we have made a list where list is equal to 1 2 3. So this is our list. Now you can print list and let's see what happens. Here it is, it shows 1 2 3. Now if you want to access a specific value of the list, then like if you want to access the value 2, then what we will do is we will print list 1 and let us run this. So here it is, it shows 2. So in list the values are stored in index numbers, like 1 is given an index number of 0, 2 is given an index number of 1 and 3 is given an index number of 2. It always starts from 0, 1, 2 and so on. So it can store only similar data types, like if it stores integers, then it will only store integers and so on. We can also have something called maps. A map is a key value pair. So we can make like var winners, we use curly brackets here. Now we will define a key like first and we will give this key first a value like developer, and these values will also be separated by a comma. Then we will make another key that is second. We will give this key a value that is sing, and now to end this we will end this by a semicolon. So, and one more thing with this try Dart thing is that you can always see your errors here. So it shows that expected semicolon in line 8. So we forgot to write equal to. So here it is. Now this here will be comma, and so this is our map or list maps exactly. So now we will print this map. Print winners and let us see what happens when we run this. So here it shows the map. Now if you want to access a specific member in our map, then what you need to do is you need to pass the key. So here key is first. And now let us run this. Here it shows developer. So you have various functions for the maps like dot for each key value print. You can print key, where you can get keys using the dot keys method. You can get values using the dot values method. Like what you can do is, if you want to show what are the keys of this map, you could have done simply is var dot keys and run this program, it will show the keys like first and second. Here it is. And if you want to see only the values, you can use dot values and you can run this. So here it is, it shows values, developer and sync. So this was about the today's video. In the next video we will start the app development by using Flutter. We will learn some basic widgets, and if you like this video, then please like, share and comment your suggestions, and please subscribe my channel if you haven't subscribed till now, and press the bell icon to get notified for the latest updates.